To be a successful pastor, it's very simple. Every day, every week, and every month, you become less selfish. And then you become an excellent pastor. It's not how much Dharma you know. It's not how eloquent you speak. It's not how many rituals you know. It's how selfless you are. Because becoming a pastor is benefiting others. Putting others in front of yourself. Putting others in front of your own needs. What's the purpose in that? It's very simple. Spirituality is all about destroying and abolishing selfishness. Okay? Spirituality is all about destroying and abolishing selfishness. So if we are to be good pastors, we are wearing the uniform of a spiritual person. The uniform of a spiritual person represents a person who's spiritual. And that spirituality means not how many mantras you did, or rituals you know, or holy places you went to, or how many high lamas you took pictures with. It is about how less selfish you are. That is true spirituality. The biggest goal in our lives is to make our lives less selfish. That is the biggest goal in life. Because at the time of death, any time, you take your mind with you, and when the mind is less selfish, in the future lives, you create less problems for yourself and others, and therefore, less suffering. Remember something, every single suffering that you have experienced in this life, all came from you. So if you practice Dharma, and you haven't changed, why should your circumstances change? If you're practicing Dharma, and you haven't changed, you haven't turned your mind around, how will your circumstances change? So don't say, well, I'm in Dharma and things haven't changed. I prayed to etc. Things haven't changed. Yes, they can help you, but you got to help yourself and combine your efforts. So if you come to Dharma, after refuge, after meeting your teacher, your attitude is exactly the same as before or similar, then it's just another movie you attended. It's just another event, another circus. How will you see things or act or feel differently if before Dharma you're the same and after Dharma you're the same? So remember, spirituality is not how many mantras, yidams, lamas, how high your guru is. Kyabje Pabongo Doji Chang achieved the highest results in his life in Tibet in the early part of the 20th century, studying and meditating under one of the most humblest, simplest lamas who wasn't a geshe, who wasn't a scholar. And he went every single day to his guru's room. He received a few verses of Lamrim, and he was sent behind the guru's house into a cave, into a retreat area to meditate and to think about the points and understand and realize it, and then come back for more teachings. And his teacher that he studied under, that he revered the most, because he had many teachers, was not a scholar, was not a geshe or a high-ranking lama, nothing. But the incredible thing is that his guru used to have direct visions of Tara all the time. All the time. And people can test him because Tara would tell him it's like that, like that, like that. So another part of Tibet, they would check and say, oh yeah, how does Lama know that there's this in this building, there's this going on? Tara tells him, he tells his students. So he's proven time and time again that although he has no rank, he's not a geshe, he's not a scholar, he's highly accomplished. And Pabonga studied under such a great Lama and became highly accomplished. My point, simple. Before Dharma, after Dharma, our attitudes should be different. What's the fundamental attitude? Less selfishness. That is the goal. That is the goal whether you're practicing in a mountain, in a city, you're in a center, you're under His Holiness the Dalai Lama or Panchen Lama or Trijang Rinpoche, or you're practicing under a schmuck like me. It doesn't matter. Your goal is less selfishness. If you're less selfish, you know what happens? You please your gurus. You please your Dharma protectors. You please your parents. You please your kids. You please your mates, your partners. You please your friends. And guess what? You please yourself. You become the happiest person. Trust me, the less selfish you are, the happier you are. The more selfish you are, the more unhappy you are. You have to check that out in life. Okay? So, spirituality is lessening our selfishness.